what a game for the Thunder. And, it went as I expected. I expected both games to be blowouts. Miami surprised me. Oklahoma did not. I really enjoyed what I saw from OKC today. Even though Jonas Valanciunas got going early in a way, um, it didn't matter, right? Chet set the tone early with his three-point shooting, with his aggressiveness, his rebounding, his all-around defensive play. He was fucking sensational out there. And the game opened up after Lou Dort, I thought, set the tone early with his three-point shooting. He was huge from the three-point line, and hey, he's improved so well. Him and Dylan Brooks were in that Canada regime or something. I heard that they had the same training with their arc and their shots, and it's been fucking working for them, right? So that was awesome. And then you have your superstar in Shai just being a superstar, right? He's unstoppable. When he gets to that mid range, you're at his mercy, man. As long as he gets to some good spots on the floor from the mid range, he's cash money, man. And he does it so fast. He's so shifty. And he has such a silky smooth jumper that he can get off against anyone. And he's not afraid to bump into guys, right? We know that he loves to get his fouls, but he's been, I would say, in these playoffs, officiated well, and I think he's not overforcing it, and he knows that he is that guy anyway, right? And you love the confidence he has in the 3-point shot, 305 today from the 3-point line, and when he has that step, I don't know if I can pinpoint it what it is, but once he gets that rhythm into that 3-pointer, I don't know what is it, if it's the left leg, some type of tab with his left leg, or what is it, but it always feels like I feel like I know when he's gonna go for that 3-pointer. When he has that pace slow down and does the little bit of a step into it with the step back also sometimes. Um, but he can get them up fairly uh, sneaky, right? Because he doesn't shoot them as often and he's a mid range killer. He can get them up without the opponents being really fearful of it or expecting it. So he has his time. So he can find his rhythm, and I love that, man. Shay's been fucking awesome. Shout out to Shay. Shout out to Chet. Shout out to Jalen Williams. He's been also great all around. Great defensively, setting the tone, I would say, defensively in a way. But I mean, Shea also is. They are all setting the tone defensively. Shea, Chet, Jalen, Ludort were all locked in defensively. You could see it in their energy, and they were giving all types of trouble to New Orleans, obviously. And yeah, the shot creation Shea and Jalen are able to do with Chet Holmgren. Being able to hold up his own defensively and stretch the floor and get to the line today, and just overall do a little bit of everything really, was just huge for them, and it's wonderful to watch. They also got some contribution off the bench from Isaiah Joe, Cason Wallace gave them good minutes, Aaron Wiggins gave them really good minutes. So hey, that's all you need, and the defense was stellar. The defense was stellar. Brandon Ingram was in hell all night. He didn't want to shoot it that much. He had 10 shot attempts. Uh, I don't know about BI, right? But Ludort's giving it to him. And, in today's game, Ludort's the perfect defender, right? He can be physical with you. He just does so well to get over screens and get around screens and chase around screens. He's so good at it. He's so shifty with it. And he's giving Brandon Ingram all kinds of trouble. And Brandon Ingram doesn't love it. Doesn't love that. Doesn't love the. Doesn't love the physicality. And they were also all over the place a little bit. Sped up. OKC forced a lot of turnovers, and they just crumbled under the defensive pressure that OKC was putting on them. Jonas Valanciunas started off well, but wasn't as effective as you need him to be against a Chet. Herb Jones shot the ball well, did well, but they couldn't do anything about Shai today, right? So, to be fair, Shai just took some great shots and made great shots, right? So, you're going against one of the best shot creators in the league, so you're not gonna stop him. But today it just felt a little too easy for OKC, which I expected. I don't know what you do if you're New Orleans. You just gotta keep at it. Gotta find a way to get Brandon Ingram going more. I like those screens they were doing to get him open at the mid range, at the free throw line pretty much, or right a little closer to the basket with the double screen they set in the corners, or not in the corners. It's like you're seeing the play. You know what I'm saying. You can see what I mean on the screen. They ran that like 2 or 3 times and it worked all three times. So That was nice, but they're gonna have to do something different, maybe offensive a little bit. I don't know what that is. They might not have the capacity, right, without Zion. Um, and even Josh Giddy was good today. So OKC might just be the real deal, right? The defense is there, the shooting is there. They have two shot creators that are, even though they are inexperienced, they're as good as they. I mean, not as good as they get. I don't know. We're always exaggerating, right? But they're really great. And Shai is as good as it gets when you think about it, especially from the mid range, right? He's like Jordan from the mid range in today's NBA in a way. Uh, doesn't mean he's Michael Jordan, but I'm just saying, right? In terms of what we feel like, Jordan was from the mid range or Kobe was from the mid range. It may sound blasphemous if you want, but it's just what it is, man. Shai is that type of a mid range killer. Um and yeah, what a great game by OKC, man. What a great game by OKC. They just ran away with it. Lead 2-0 head into New Orleans. I could see a sweep here because I feel like New Orleans had that belief in game one, and they obviously will have a belief. And if they win game three, then hey, we could have a series here. But I feel like that game one, if they won that game, this would have been a 7-game series, honestly. Or it would have been a really close series. But now OKC rolling. The Pelicans' confidence has to be a little down because they had them in game one. They couldn't close it out, and they get blown out. The things that worked in game one have not worked, and defensively they just were, as soon as Chet set the table, they were pretty much up for grabs for this Thunder team. So tough luck for New Orleans, man. Tough luck. Tough. As always, we can trust on others. Tomorrow we have Cleveland Orlando game 3, Knicks Sixers game 3, Denver Lakers game 3. Excited to watch all of them. I'll be here back with more videos, obviously. We'll see what Orlando does. I hope they show out at home and make this an interesting series with winning game 3. But I'm afraid it won't happen. But I do think Philly might. I do think Philly will win today after everything that happened in game 2. I do think Philly will win today. But it will be interesting to see if Jalen Brunson can wake up. And then we'll see if LA has something left in the tank for Denver. As always, I'll be here to cover it all. Be kind to others, and I'll catch you all then.